Hello. Welcome once again to the second part to live stream that I'm doing. 3 shackles that is stopping you from building your coaching business, a successful coaching business. In fact, this was Friday, 6 p.m. GMT time. If you haven't caught the first part, I would encourage you, after you finish watching this one, if you're watching live or if you're catching the replay, make sure you go and watch the first one. Now, I've decided to do these videos to give value, give content, share my experiences. And that's really the number one reason, is to share my experiences. And to be honest, if I'll be very, very transparent, there's a bit of a selfish reason as well, to be completely honest, is to help me as well on my journey, because I'm still on this journey of building a successful business. I'm still on a journey where I believe if I stop taking action, if I stop believing in the value and the experiences that I've gotten so far, then I won't reach my goal. So it's a continual journey. You know, a lot of the times when you're observing someone that you respect, someone that you're following in terms of business, and, you know, you may have some people that you admire online or in the public domain, celebrities, and you see, oh, wow, they're very successful. What we don't see is behind the closed doors, behind the scenes, as it were. We don't see the self-doubt. We don't see the discouragements. We don't see the battles, the mental challenges and the battles that they go through. All we see is the success, the outward. So it looks like they've never doubted. It looks like they're never down. It looks like they never lack confidence, you know, and that's not really the reality. That's not the reality. The reality is that despite experiencing low self-esteem, or sometimes discouragement, or sometimes self-doubt, or sometimes worry, you know, despite having challenges, they go through, they push through. So part of the selfish reason why I'm doing this is for myself, because I've been through things just like you've been through things. I'm on a journey just like you're on a journey, and I'm building a successful business. And so I said to myself, the only way to really heal from the self-doubt of the years of not taking action in the way I should have taken action, in the years of always feeling like I couldn't reach the goals that I'm trying to reach in my business, the only way, the most practical way to fight those things is to take action. You can't just fight them in your room, just sitting there. You have to take action. You have to come to the place where you can take action. Yes, that sounds more easy than it sounds. It sounds more easier than it looks, but it is possible. And so before I get into this video, I'm just going to do a recap of the 3 shackles that prevent you from building your coaching business. Now, this video specifically, as the title suggests, going out to coaches and consultants of all kinds in various niches. But even if you're not in any of those niches, you're not in a niche of consultancy or coaching, I believe you stick around, you will be able to pick up some gems, or even one gem of value that you can take with you in your business or even in your life. So I hope you stick around. Like you see on the screen, my name is Michael, and I'm the founder of Danzy Design and Marketing, where we help coaches and consultants attract customers more on a consistent basis, and we help them do that in a various amount of ways. So let's go through a recap. Now I'm going to consult my notes, so you just give me a second here. All right. So I just don't forget. So the top three shackles I've learned that hold you back from building a successful coaching business. This is just a recap of what I covered in part one. Shackle number one was worry. Shackle number two was too busy doing too many things. And shackle number three was not having an irresistible offer. Those were the three shackles. Now we know what a shackle is. A shackle are those things that connect chains together to stop a prisoner from getting away. Now, a prisoner has no freedom. A prisoner is governed by the shackles and by the master or the police officer that's directing them where to go. And in business life and in going on the road of success, we don't want any shackles. We want those shackles to come off. And those are the top three things. I spoke at length, in fact, on worry. Because what I'm learning is that the number one hill you have to traverse, the number one mountain you have to scale is the mental roadblocks that's in your mind. Some people call them limiting beliefs. I'm using the term shackles for the sake of illustration. The number one shackle, the number one thing that prevents us from reaching the goals and objectives in our business, from building a successful coaching business, is the mental roadblocks. There are many, many mental roadblocks. Some of them we're not even aware of. Others we are aware of. And when you're aware of them, you can start working on them. But when you're not aware of them, those are the worst. Because, you're trying to move forward and then you find yourself moving back. You try and, do certain things and you find you can't. And you're like, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel this chronic lack of confidence? Why do I feel this fear constantly when I try to move out? And this is why I spoke at length on worry. Worry, the irrational fear to look at potential problems and allow those potential problems to stop you from taking action. It's a very real thing. It's a very tangible thing. Even though you can't actually grab it, it's not tangible in that kind of way, but it's tangible because it's in our minds. We feel it. We consult worry. We make decisions based upon worry. We go in a certain direction because of worry. And closely aligned to worry is fear. Closely aligned to worry is fear. And today, I really want to focus on the mindset first. I really want to focus on the mindset because number 2 and number 3, they're very practical. All right. But I want to focus on the mindset. Now, let me give you some hope and encouragement. Okay. Today, I'm going to focus on your story. Your story. Because when you're starting a coaching business, when you're doing life coaching or business coaching, especially life coaching, in fact, whether you're a health coach or a health consultant, whatever kind of consultancy you're doing or coaching you're trying to do, what is going to give you the confidence and remind you that you have something that you have something valuable and you have something to offer the marketplace, you have something to help people, is your story. Now, when I say your story, I mean the life experiences that you've gone through that's brought you this far. That's what I mean when I say your story. The life experiences. Now, when I say life experiences, I mean both good and bad. You see, we all know it's easy to share about the good experiences, right? We all know it's easy to share about the wins and the victories and the accolades that we've received, right? That's easy. There's no problem trying to share the wins. The most difficult parts of our story to share are the losses or the apparent losses. Because why do I say apparent losses? Because no negative experience is designed just to, no negative experience is a full loss in the sense that something good can come out of it, even though it's a terrible experience, even though it shouldn't have happened. So depending on what it is, right? It is our perspective upon it that if changed, it can be now used as an empowering experience as we overcome, allow ourselves to heal, that we can use it to empower somebody else. That's the key. And so, you know, when you go through these negative experiences, this is what makes who you are. And as a coach, it's critical to tap into your story. And I'm assuming you have a story. So it's critical to understand that both the good and the bad, those are the qualifications that's going to give you the confidence to know that you have something of value, that you have something to offer. And that's the most difficult to share, to learn to be vulnerable and transparent with the clients that you're trying to work with. But I guarantee you, because I've learned this and I've seen this in action. You know, in my personal life, I'm a speaker. I've preached in the context of churches, right? And the church that I go to. And I've been to many different countries speaking. And what I found that grabs the audience, or the audience the most, what I find resonates with people the most, is when I be transparent and honest about the experiences that I've gone through. And I mean the negative ones, the trials and the temptations and the failures, because that's what the majority of our life looks like. It's filled with the ups, and it's filled with the downs. It's filled with the sunshine, and it's filled with the storm. It's not all the time it's sun shining in your life. It's not all the time it's nice, you know, warm weather. Sometimes it's freezing cold. Sometimes there's tornadoes running through your life. Sometimes there's hurricanes running through your life. It's not always hunky-dory. So when you're listening to somebody share their story, their trials and tribulations, you resonate. And as a coach, as a consultant, this is key to use. And today I'm just asking you to remind yourself that that's what is going to help you move forward as you share that with others. That's what's going to help you. So when it comes to overcoming worry, how do you practically overcome worry? How do you do it? Because if you're looking into the future, a worried mind only sees darkness. A worried mind only sees, oh man, how am I going to do that? Oh man, what if I say this? What if I do that? How am I going to? It's just continual self-doubt. How do you practically do that? All right, okay. Acknowledge that you're worrying in the first place. Acknowledge that you're worrying. Acknowledge you have self-doubt. Acknowledge you lack confidence. Don't deceive yourself and say to yourself, no, I'm okay. No, I'm okay. I just need to know more strategies. I just need to know what to do. Because I guarantee you, I could tell you what to do. I could tell you how to have an irresistible offer. I could tell you how to do the marketing, how to set up your website properly, how to set up your funnels, how to set up your email marketing campaigns, how to set up your social media posts. I could show you how to build a funnel and attract clients all day long. That is easy. Those are just tools. Those are just functions. Those are things you just can build. But I guarantee you, if you don't get this right, if you don't acknowledge where you are, there's nothing wrong with having the worry. There's nothing wrong with having the self-doubt. It's at first step, acknowledge, okay, you know what? I do worry a lot. I do fear a lot. I do have a lot of self-doubt. Even though I have a burning desire to help people, even though I have a burning desire to coach people and to put into people's lives something powerful and transformative, because I've been transformed, I actually lack the confidence to do this on a basis, to do this that I can actually make a success of this. Once you acknowledge it, then you can seek the support and the help you need to overcome that. Number two, okay, now you've acknowledged you have the worry. Now you acknowledge you have a chronic self-doubt about yourself. Now you've acknowledged you have imposter syndrome. You have all these limiting beliefs. How do you move forward? Well, this is how you move forward. You take all of those worries and those doubts, you write them on a piece of paper, and you look at them and say, right, is that a fact? What is the fact? What is the evidence? Is that a fact? And if it's not a fact, you write on a piece of paper all your self-doubt, all your worries, and you acknowledge, is that a fact? Is it a fact? Is it a reality? Let me take one as an example in the context that I'm speaking of, okay? So You worry that you can't sign up clients consistently. You worry that you can't build your coaching business and make it a success. Okay, let's write that down. I am worried I cannot build my coaching. Why? Because when I try to close people, they don't take up on my offer. Right. Okay, that's your perception. Well, let's acknowledge that all you need is knowledge. All you need is the right knowledge. You see, some of us are too hard on ourselves. We're so hard on ourselves, we don't even realize that a lot of our failures in our business is not because of who we are, it's only because of lack of knowledge. That's it. It's not a moral issue. It's not a spiritual issue. You're not a bad person. You're not rubbish. You actually have the talent. You actually have the capability and the potential. You just lack the right knowledge. That's it. And if someone gave you the right knowledge, then you could say, right, okay, I didn't see I had to just change what I had to say. Let me give you an example, right? When I first started my business many years ago, all right, I started selling, I started pitching SEO, search engine optimization. That's what I learned first, ranking websites on the first page of Google, right? And then it evolved and I added another service, website design. So when I started to pitch website design, I would get phone calls because my website was on the first page of Google in the city that I live, and I was in the Google Maps as well. So when people typed in, digital marketing consultant and the city name, all right, my business will come up in the free pack. So I'd get phone calls every so often on my mobile phone, and I would answer the phone, and the person on the other line, hi, is this DanzyDMA marketing? I say, yes. Okay, how can I help you? I said, yeah. What? And the person would say on the other side, yeah, I'm looking for a website. How much is your website service? And immediately, some of you who might think nothing of what I'm going to say, and I'm going to explain in a minute why this was wrong, right? I would immediately give them the cost, the price, okay? The price that I was charging at the time. The amount of phone calls that I received, how many clients do you think I closed with that method? Where I told them the price immediately. How many clients do you think I closed? You can put it in the chat. If you're watching live, if you're watching on, put it in the chat. Just put it in the comments. How many clients do you think I signed up? Some might say, I don't know. In terms of percent, let's go for percentage. 20%, 30%, 50%. How about 0%? Now, that was very discouraging. That was very discouraging. What is happening? Why am I not signing up more clients? I don't understand it. I'm getting the leads. The leads are coming in, but I'm not signing anybody up. Why am I not signing anybody up? It was my lack of knowledge. My technique was wrong. My method was wrong. I didn't sign up anybody following that method. As soon as I received more information, and one of the tips was simply this. Well, I say simple when you know now it's simple, right? But the strategy was simply this. Before divulging your costs, get to know the client, ask them what the problem is, and then pitch your service as a bridge to their solution. So here is the client over here, and the challenge that they're experiencing is over here, and there's a bridge between the two, and the bridge between the two is my service. But telling someone the cost first doesn't give them the insight as to how your service is going to be the value of value to them. Because you've just said, oh, it's this much, and I've said it's this much, and they're like, oh, thanks. And as potential customers do, they're shopping around. They're going around and looking at which is the best apples, the best bananas. I'll take that one. That's what they're doing. They're shopping around. And so as soon as I shifted the conversation, so when someone would ask me, what's your cost? I say, well, tell me more about your business first. As soon as I did that, tell me more. Then they started to talk. I had now the opportunity to listen in to what they were experiencing, to listen in to the challenges and the problems, and then I would ask key questions to pick out more information to see what was the problem. And then I could pitch my service and show how we could definitely be the solution to your problem. This is the service, and this how it's going to fix this. The bridge, here's your problem and challenge. The bridge between us and that to provide a solution. We're going to be the bridge to fix it. We're going to be the bridge to provide that solution. As soon as I started doing that, guess what? I started signing up clients. Nothing changed in terms of who I was. I didn't have to become a better person, but I had to become a better salesperson with just the right knowledge. So that would be my tip for today. Just very quick video, very short video. I just want to give something very short and on one point about worry, or in fact, the mindset, formulating or cultivating the right mindset. Let me recap then. Look at your worries, write them down. Worries concerning your coaching business, your consultancy business. What are you worrying about specifically? And look at each one and admit, are these actual facts, not feelings and perceptions and assumptions? Is this a fact? All right. For example, is it a fact that my house might burn down today? No, that's not a fact. Can I worry about that? Yes, I can worry about that if I wanted to. All right. Not if I wanted to, but if I was worrying about that. Is it a fact that I can't sign up clients? Is that a fact? That's not a fact. What reasons are there? Oh, but I've tried. That doesn't mean you can't. That just means you are not good at it yet. And you can learn that skill. So that's not a fact, because others are doing it just like you are doing it in the same situation as you have done it. So it's not a fact. Millions and millions of people before you and after you and currently are doing what you're doing and doing it very well. How? The common denominator, they sought the information. They got the competency. They got the skill. So address each worry. And if it's not a fact, then find the knowledge that's going to help alleviate the concern and the worry. Look, I hope that this helped you. I hope that you found a gem in this. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe onto my YouTube, on my Facebook, like my page, follow along and send me a message. Send me a message if you have any questions about how to build, how to create an irresistible offer, how to market your services that pitches value, that takes you out of the commodity market and then attracts your ideal client. And if you have any other questions around just how to present your coaching service as the solution, as the solution to your specific niche, put your comments, reach out to me. My details I'm going to put on the screen here. These are my details. Reach out to me with your questions. And if you need any support and guidance in your coaching business, whether it be marketing, developing an irresistible offer, dealing with mindset, reach out to me for a consultancy, casual chat, consultancy call, which is just, in fact, a discovery call, which is a casual chat just to see what we offer and how we may potentially help you, or how I may potentially help you. So thank you for listening. Thank you for taking the time to either watch the live or watch the replay. Subscribe to my YouTube, like, comment. If this didn't help you, if this didn't resonate with you, there's millions of other things you could be watching. So don't leave no negativity. Just move on, scroll by. This wasn't for you. This wasn't supposed to reach you. Find other stuff that's going to inspire you and help you. But if this did help you and inspire you, if this did resonate with you, leave a positive comment. Share it on your wall. Share it with your people. Tag people. Whatever. Tweet it. Retweet it. Do what you can to spread the good news. All right. Thank you very much. This is Michael, over and out. Till next time. We'll be covering part 3. We'll be doing part 3, the 3 shackles that prevent you from building a successful coaching business. Take care and speak to you soon.